Welcome
to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
We are traveling all over Uganda to find hardworking farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need
to make their farms more productive and adapt to climate change.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice and turn their farms around into a profitable business,
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experience
on the Shamba Shape Up
Uganda!
Welcome to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
In Langi, it is called Nino Munu, which translates to English Simsim, but you know it as sunflower.
What, Rob? Hey! I love sunflowers. Okay. But does this mean we're already in Lango region?
Yes, Aggie, but I don't know which direction we have to take.
Is it east or west?
Interestingly, the sunflower head, when it's still young, it turns from east to west to follow the sun's direction. Yes.
Rob, it's okay now I know where we are.
You do?
Just follow me. Let's go and meet our farm. Follow me, Rob.
Aggie.
Just follow.
Today we are in Awuki village, Agoga Parish, Okwera sub-county, Dokolo district. And we're visiting Okodi Tonny and his 2 wives and their 10 children. Tony is a successful organic farmer and his farm covers 10 acres.
For you being over.
Thank you.
For you being over. For your. Thank you for coming.
Okay. Thank you for having us. Mr. Tony.
Yes, please.
What do you have on your farm?
I have a sunflower, which is there in my garden. Other things I have like eggplants, onions, tomatoes.
Oh.
They are there also.
That is interesting.
Thank you.
What challenges have you faced with the sunflower?
Mostly we have the pests, which disturb us a lot. Mostly the weaver birds.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes. And the others, even, we are farming near the lake.
Yes.
Sometimes even our field get flooded. Not only that one even.
Yes.
With organic seeds, we are growing a local seed.
Yes.
Not the one treated.
Yes.
You cannot compare the yield with the treated seeds.
Okay.
Yes. The yield is a little bit lower.
Mr. Tony, you don't have to worry.
Thank you.
We come with experts that are going to give you the knowledge and expertise that you need so that you can do better.
Yes.
Thank you.
Often referred to as a symbol of happiness and long life, sunflower is a cash crop, but we also get other products from it. But wait first, how best do we grow it? And maybe we could also have a long life and lasting happiness. Most especially, what good agronomic practices do we have to follow in growing this sunflower organically? We have invited Katie Owacho from MMP Agro to answer how we can get the best out of this beautiful plant. Tony.
Yes, please.
How long have you been growing sunflower?
I have now taken almost 10 years in growing sunflower.
And how has it been, like the harvest?
The harvest was good. One mistake I made, I planted this one late.
But usually it's been good.
Yeah, it has been good.
Now, Katie, what is sunflower?
Sunflower, it is used for producing cooking oil for human consumption. Yes.
And what are those optimum conditions when you want to grow sunflower?
When you want to grow sunflower, you have to prepare the land. Cultivating, the first time you cultivate, then after 2 weeks, you again cultivate, that is plowing 2 times before planting. So when you're going to plant, you're supposed to use a string. You get 2 sticks with this sharp edge. Then you pull the string, stretch it to the next where the land ends, across the land. But consider the landscape when you are planting.
Yeah.
You have to plant across the slope to consider soil erosion.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the measurement, we have standard measurement for spacing. You have to measure 75 centimeters. Then from one plant to the next is 25 centimeters. Then one person will move to dig the hole. And the hole shouldn't go down more than 5 centimeters. No, it has to be shallow. Then you plant 1-1.
Katie went on to explain that sunflower can grow in a wide range of soil types, but produce their maximum yields on neutral soils with a pH between 6.5 and 7.5, and that have adequate drainage. As for water, even though the sunflower has the ability to draw water from a depth of up to 5 feet, the average water need is between 20 and 26 inches, 500 and 670 millimeters of water during the growing season.
For how long will it take to fill the sunflower when it has failed to germinate to the standard germination?
Within the 10 days, 2 weeks, that is the time that you're supposed to start gap filling. As you're gap filling, you're weeding. That is the first weeding. But we are supposed to weed 2 times. Meaning the second weeding is supposed to take place in 1.5 months. You count the first weeding 2 weeks, then another 1 month of 30 days to come back and weed the second time.
Yeah, is there anything that you noticed that is not right with this garden?
Yes, as I was moving, I noticed one across. Maybe we can move there and
let's
see.
go see it, Tony.
Yes, it is there. Here it is.
It's this.
So what happened here?
It has been eaten by the birds. So meaning there are birds in this place. And it is one of the challenges that the sunflower growers face. The only solution for this is to put scarecrows all over the garden to scare away the birds. Or they can use the buckets or something drumming. So when they hear the sound, they know there's danger. They don't come to the garden. That is the only thing we always use to keep the birds away. And the birds always have particular time that they storm. In most cases, evening time and around lunch hours there. I also noticed one thing.
Take us.
Is this.
Wow, this looks ugly.
This is affected by bacterial wilt. We have to uproot this one from the soil. So when we uproot, the way we have done it, you can see the bacterial wilt starting from the roots, it is moving upwards and drying the stem. That is why you see the whole leaves are drying and it is affecting up to the head. Yes. So we need to take this and destroy it, burn it off.
Okay. And there you have it. In case Tony follows all the recommended practices, he will be able to get between 500 and 600 kilograms per acre. That's not too bad for a plant that needs very little maintenance. Whoa, I am happy. I don't know about you, Frob.
I'm excited, Aggie. Today I'm going to be part of Tony's group called Yele Komchan. There are 36 members strong and I'm happy to be part of it. Come, let's go. Yes, Mr. Oscar.
Yes, please.
How are you?
I'm okay, sir.
Yes. No, you can sit.
It's okay.
Yes. Afoyo.
Fire.
Yele Komchan. Oh, wonderful. Today, the group is focusing on principles and practices of an organic farmer. The group wants to learn how farmers can improve on their productivity on the farms while protecting the environment. To find out how, we have invited Omara Oscar from MFB Agro.
In organic,
What is organic agriculture?
organic agriculture, it is a kind of farming where man and his environment, they are living in a friendly manner. There's no causing harm to each other. That is what is meant by organic agriculture.
Okay. Are there any fundamentals or principles of organic agriculture?
In organic agriculture, we have 4 basic principles. The first one, we have health, we have care, we have fairness, and ecology.
Fairness. This principle emphasizes that those involved in organic agriculture should conduct human relationships in a manner that is fair at all levels of the value chain: farmers, workers, processors, distributors, traders, and consumers. Care. This means organic farms should be managed in a responsible manner to protect the health and well-being of current and future generations and the environment. Health. Meaning that organic farmers should sustain the health of the soil, plant, animal, human, and planet as one and indivisible. Ecology. Organic agriculture should be based on living ecological systems and cycles, working with them, copying them, and helping sustain them. Are there some basic practices that we can use in the practice of organic farming?
The practices that we have to make in organic farming or in organic agriculture, one, we must use organic fertilizers. Then we have to do crop rotation. We have to also limit the stocking density. The number of animals that we are keeping at home should be at the level that we are able to manage.
Okay.
In weeding, we have to use mechanical kind of weeding. The mechanical, I mean the hand hose, the djembe. We have to use hand hose.
I want to ask general question. Have you benefited from organic farming or agriculture?
Yes.
How?
We benefit from seeds.
Seeds.
Then they provide us with seed freely.
So this is MMP that gives you seeds. So you can go and ask for any seeds that you want.
If you want simsim, cotton, and
Soya.
what? Soya, soya beans.
Okay.
They give us freely.
That's why I'm joining the Yelekom chance group. Mr. Tonny,
Yes,
we have been in the sunflower garden.
Yes.
How have you benefited from the organic farming?
We have been receiving a lot of trainings, serious trainings.
Oh, okay.
So as I talk now, I can even plan my plant in a standard way.
Your farm?
Yes, I can even manage pests.
Hey.
I can even train other friends of mine through storage.
Yes.
Because in the store, we have not to mix up with the chemicals.
Oh.
So in our farming, in organic farming,
Yes.
the way they taught us
Yes.
not to use any chemical in
Chemicals.
our field and in our stores.
Oh. And madam, yes, how have you benefited from organic farming?
Yeah. We are benefiting from organic because of fair price of marketing.
The prices in the market are okay. Okay. So you're getting some money. Okay. Oscar went on to explain that organic agriculture can earn farmers profits in a couple of ways. First, it is cheaper to operate since the farmer does not need to buy expensive pesticides and fertilizers. Secondly, with companies like MMP Agro paying farmers a better price compared to the market price, it is giving farmers a competitive advantage. Thank you very much, Mr. Oscar. Yele Komchan.
Yele Komchan.
Hey, me I want to say Yele Jack Chan.
No, Yele Kom.
It is Yele Komchan.
Yele Komchan. Very good. Well done.
We are in Awuki village visiting Okodi Tonny. We've seen the best agronomic practices of growing sunflower, and we have learned with Tonny's group the principles and practices of organic agriculture. But since we are learning about organic farming today, what inputs are allowed in the garden, especially if you find pests and diseases? And how can Aflasafe prevent the spread of aflatoxin in the groundnuts?
We've learned about the principles and practices of organic farming, but there's one important thing that we need to put into practice. Come. So, I'm joining a session on pest and disease management. The exciting thing is we get to make pesticide from scratch. Since it is organic, we are using readily available materials. Katie Owa Ewacho from MMP Agro is here to explain. Hey, my group left me the other side. Eh? Katie, you took my people.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So what are we doing here?
We are preparing the concoction.
Ah, the concoction.
Yes, for pest management.
So what is pest and disease management in organic farming?
Different ways of controlling the pests that attack the plants. So the first one that we start with to control the pest is the time.
Okay.
The time frame for land preparation. We have to know the season, and then we avoid late planting. We have to be timely.
Okay.
Yes.
This system is called the Integrated Pest Management. This system is an environmentally conscious approach to managing insects, weeds, disease, and chemical pollution.
Then secondly, we have also to consider the landscape.
Okay.
And then the location of the field.
Okay.
Yes. Then also in the preparation of the land,
Yes.
we have to create the boundary, to create the buffer zone.
Yes, yes.
And then within the buffer zone, it has to be like some 5 meters from the neighbor field
To yours?
to your
or
field.
to the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
And it has to have a grass that has grown, or even some trees along the boundary.
Okay.
That one will prevent risk from the neighbor field to contaminate your field.
Okay.
In case your neighbor is spraying, it
Yes.
cannot cross to, because it will block the grass that has grown, the trees will block. If the land, the neighbor field is on the upper side,
Yes.
and your field, organic field, is on the lower side,
yes.
we have to create a trench where the water from this field cannot cross
Into the other one.
into the other field. It has to follow that trench
Okay.
and keep your field safe.
Okay.
Then another thing also that we do,
Yes.
we do the weeding, timely weeding. And also to know that your field maybe has pests, we have to do the scouting
Okay.
in the field.
Madam Katie, you have an encyclopedia. Now I'm interested in this one. So what do we do next? People have removed the leaves. What do we do?
So this one now we are preparing the concoction
Yes.
that we shall use to spray
Yes.
our garden.
We have a couple of readily available material. We have chili, neem leaves, pawpaw leaves, lantana camara, wild sunflower, ginger, garlic cloves, cow urine, and cow dung. The ginger, garlic, and chili are pounded into smaller particles. After that, water is added and the whole mixture is cooked till it boils. All this is to ease the decomposition process. All these leaves, ginger, garlic, and chili have compounds that repel insects. The cow dung and cow urine are to introduce organic matter to feed on molasses to quicken the decomposition process. After 2 weeks, when it is well fermented, we prepare a spray pump, filter the concoction, and mix with a ratio of 1 to 2, meaning for each cup of concoction, you mix with 2 cups of water.
For the farmers who do not have pump, you get the bucket or a basin.
Yes.
You carry your concoction to the field. So you use the broom. And then you dip the broom in the
bucket?
concoction, yes. And then you lift it and sprinkle on the plant. You
Itself.
keep doing like that, and you walk in following the line until you finish.
How often can you use this concoction, say in your garden?
It is between 1 week to 2 weeks.
So you do it every 1 week
Or 2 weeks,
Okay.
yeah.
Is there another way we can use that we can make concoction without boiling?
When we are not boiling, we can mix all this together, but it takes a longer period to ferment. It takes from 1 month, 2 months. So we always prefer boiling it. It is faster.
Thank you, Katie.
We have seen how to manage pests, but what if what we are fighting is a fungi? What if it is in the soil, waiting for that right moment to attack? You may not have heard of Aspergillus flavus, but you have heard of its byproduct, Aflatoxin. a toxin that causes cancer and has caused Ugandan farmers losses. We have invited Mr. Semalulu Frank from IITA to give us a solution to this problem. Tony, what's going on exactly? We see the bulls, we see the boys, and what's up?
This is the way we keep our land fertile.
Okay.
With organic product, you have not to burn the grasses you are seeing down here.
Yes.
We have to plow it and we cover it down to increase the fertility of the soil.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Frank, is this a good practice?
Yeah, actually it is a very good practice. And I want to ask Mr. Tonny, so have you heard about aflatoxins?
Aflatoxin, I usually heard it in some produce, like maize.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
but not in soil like this one.
Now, aflatoxins, they are poisons. Poisons that are produced by a certain fungus that live within our soil. Yes.
What causes that aflatoxin?
One of the causes of the appearance or the existence of these fungi that produce the aflatoxin is the climate change that we are experiencing. The other is the bad agricultural practices that we are doing, most especially for those farmers that are using a lot of chemicals within their fields.
Oh, and how are the plants affected by these aflatoxins?
Now, these aflatoxins do not actually affect the plant. What they do is that they affect us who eat the crop. That's why they are said to be poisonous, because the dangerous causes that are brought about by these aflatoxins are not evident in the plant, but it is evident in the animals and the people that consume the crop.
How bad is it when you consume these
Actually,
aflatoxins?
these aflatoxins are very, very bad for their ability to cause one of the most dangerous cancer, which is liver cancer. Very dangerous because they cause stunted growth in our children. These aflatoxins, if accumulate in the feed or in food and it is hidden in high doses, they cause immediate death of the animals or even the humans that feed on these crops that are affected.
How have these aflatoxins affected the economy of Uganda?
First and foremost, through their effect on the trade. Now, just imagine, Mr. Tonny, you planted your maize, expecting it to sell it to the market, and you reach the market and the trader says, no, I'm not taking this because it is contaminated with aflatoxin. That means you're going to make a lot of losses because you incurred in producing this produce.
All the crops can also develop aflatoxin.
These aflatoxin producers, called the aspergillus, are able to affect almost all crops that we produce within our country. For example, the cereals, which include maize, sorghum, millet, rice, the legumes, which include the groundnuts, the oil-producing crops, for example, sunflower, simsim, Shia nuts.
Tony,
Yes.
what are we going to do about this? Maybe Frank has a solution to these aflatoxins.
As a country, we have come up with a solution to fight these aflatoxins right from the field, and that is Aflasafe.
How is this applied to the soil?
Aflasafe is applied by broadcasting.
Is it applied in dosages?
Yes, it is applied in dosages, and the dose is that in every acre we apply 4 kilograms. However, there are some recommendations before application. The acceptable time or period of application of Aflasafe must be between 2 to 3 weeks before the crop starts to flower.
How often should I apply Aflasafe?
Farmers are advised to apply Aflasafe every season that they do plant these susceptible crops. The more this Aflasafe is added into the soil, the more advantageous it becomes because it continues to offer protection over and over a period of time.
Thank you. Since we are dealing with organic farming, using chemicals is not allowed, but Aflasafe is non-toxic, so it is safe. Think of it as an armor for the plant.
So, Mr. Tonny,
Yes, please.
have you enjoyed our session here? today?
Yes, I enjoyed the session.
Yes.
And starting from today, I have changed my life because there are other things which I never even heard of. Eating
Things
the
you
food
didn't know.
that was already aflatoxin in it. So I never knew there's an anti of aflatoxin.
Okay. So, Tony,
Yes, please.
we have to leave. We have to go and see another farmer.
You and who?
Oh, you're staying? I have to leave. I have to go and see another farmer. But I promise to come back and pick Aggie.
It's okay.
Yes.
We are still taking care of her.
I have one more thing that I would like to leave with you. Caris! Yes. Thank you, Carissa.
Thank you so much, Caris.
So this is for you.
Thank you very much for supporting me. Will
And
help
this for
me.
you.
Thank you.
For
I
the
will
record.
use it as my record book.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. If you liked what you watched on this episode, you can find out more on Shamba.
For you watching at home, catch us on the next episode of
Shamba Shop Up Uganda! Caris!